Thank you. It's wonderful to be here this afternoon. I just came back from teaching at Ahmedabad. I was missing my students, but I'm not missing them since I'm here today with all of you. It's a great honor to be speaking at the TED session today. It's wonderful to be speaking after listening to Dr. Agarwal. I'm not just happy, I'm hungry too. Thank you. My brief talk today is to share my experience in Japan. Mr. Kripa mentioned that I was responsible for making Mr. Rajinikanth, who is a big superstar here. He said that I made him a star in Japan. Now, I wish this was very true. I did take some efforts, but he became a star because he is destined to be not just in Japan, but across the globe. Let me ask you, is there anyone in this audience who hasn't seen a film? Any film? Not one film? Nobody? Stupid question. Very stupid question. Is there anyone in this audience who has not seen a Rajinikanth film? Very stupid question. Now, it's amazing, I put the same question to a group in Tokyo. This was a very similar audience. I was speaking to students at Tokyo University, 2002, July. I asked the same question to them. Rajinikanth film, question number 2. No hand went up. "400 students, not as big as this, but still 400 students. Not a single hand went up. And believe me, there was not a single Indian in that audience. It was international, predominantly Japanese, but there were a mix of Americans, Chinese, other nationalities. This is the power of a Rajinikanth film. What exactly happened? What was this experience? I have to share a small story. Japan is a country which has very few Indians. Unlike United States, unlike UK, unlike Singapore, Middle East, you have very few Indians there. Mostly business people, mostly traders. So the traditional market of NRIs that you have in other countries, you don't have in Japan. So it is a predominantly Japanese audience. How do you get an Indian film, and that too a Tamil film? Remember, Bollywood is known all over. Across the globe, people consider Bollywood as Indian cinema, not just Hindi cinema. Only within India, we have Bollywood, Collywood, Tollywood, Mollywood, all adaptations of Hollywood. So what happened in Japan? Honestly, I never thought of Japan as a market. We were just cocooned in this small space. In fact, to get a Tamil film to be seen in Maharashtra or Bengal, West Bengal, is a big challenge. Because we are such a diverse country, very diverse. How did this happen? I was in Singapore in Mohammed Mustafa. It's a huge shopping center. And I go and pick up some DVDs. I was standing in front of this DVD section, looking at some discs. I saw 3 Japanese standing next to me and talking in Japanese. Arigato gozaimasu. I don't know Japanese. But I was very curious because every 30 seconds, the word Rajinikanth came up. What are these people talking about? Rajinikanth. And we have a very close connect with superstar. As all of you know, Mr. K. Balachandra, chairman, introduced him and he considers him as his guru. So Rajinikanth, so I went closer. What exactly are they referring to? I couldn't follow a word. I don't know the language. But they saw me edging closer and they looked suspiciously. What is this guy? So after 3 minutes and 10 Rajinikanths, I couldn't stand it. I just went up to them and said, can I help you with some films of Mr. Rajinikanth? So they looked at me suspiciously. I introduced myself. I didn't say that I was a producer. I just said, I'll help you. So they took me seriously. They said, we want to see 4 films of Mr. Rajinikanth. So I took them to a restaurant nearby. I wanted to understand what their interest was. And then, out of these 4 films, to cut a long story short, Muthu was chosen. First lesson of my life. God shows you an opportunity. It is up to you to grab it. God is always showing opportunities. But if you don't take it at full swing, you miss a lifetime. You miss a beautiful opportunity. There's one lesson which I want to share with all of you. Please be alert to opportunities. If I had just shied away, if I had said, maybe they are just talking about Rajinikanth, I don't know who they are, I don't know what their interest is, I would have missed a great chance that day. So please keep your ears and eyes open all the time, rest of your life. So Muthu happened, but Muthu was taken full by them. We had no share in the rights. But what was the great experience here? I had to quote a price. I had to sell this film for a price. They wanted the rights for Japan for about 5 years. 5 years, normal time. 10 years sometimes. How do I quote a price? There is no precedent. No Indian film had gone to Japan. So I just came back. I said, give me 2 days' time. I came back. I couldn't discuss this with any people in the industry. Nobody knew Japan. Nobody knew the market. The whole decision was on me. I called them from Chennai. I told them, what is the price at which you want this film? I asked them, name the price. I had no guidance. And they said they were little taken aback because they have been used to Hollywood. You know, everything is a deal. Everything is millions of dollars. For the first time, probably, they came up with somebody who said, please name your price. What price would you buy this film for? Now, the reasoning I had was, we had made most of the profits of this film in India. I was very keen to look at this market. What is this new market? Japan. No Indian film had made a big success there. Very few films had gone there. Can we do something here? I did not want the commercials to come in the way of getting this experience. So they came back and said, this is a new film, we have no experience, we just want to try it out. We like this film, we believe that this film can do well. I said, $1. Price, $1. Can you believe this? They were shocked. They thought I was joking. I said, yes. But I said, if this film does well, promise me that you will take all the future Indian films from my company. If the film does well. This was accepted. But finally, the MD of this company was such a fair person. He did not pay us $1. He paid us something much more. Much more, which I can't share. But it was nevertheless not a big amount, a few thousand, that's all. Lesson number 2, money is not everything. What you need is to build goodwill, build reputation, build relationships. Not just India, you build relationships across the globe. Lesson number 2. Today, this company is my best partner in Asia. Lot of companies in Bombay have approached them. Lot of companies approached them. I have been asked to select even Hindi films for them today. I'm not an expert, but still. So this was the experience. And very quickly, I just realized I have 5 minutes left. How did this happen? We did 3 things marketing this film. First, we retitled this film as Dancing Maharaja. Every film has to be repackaged. Not Dancing Raja, Dancing Maharaja. Dancing Raja must have been a difficult choice. Any word, Raja is a difficult proposition today. Dancing Maharaja. This was loved by the Japanese. Action number 2. Price. Our good friend, Mr. Agarwal said, 12 rupees, 11 rupees, we give our product. I don't know how many years you have been maintaining that price, sir. Japan has the costliest movie ticket price, $15, 1998. Now it's probably about 16 or 17. We never reduced the price, did not increase the price. An Indian film was sold on the same terms as a Hollywood film. I was very insistent that we will not cut the price because it's Indian. Lesson number 3, never sell India cheap. Let's proud to be Indians. Same price. The 4th thing we did, we have to do some marketing, right? Some gimmicks. I thought, let's call Rajinikanth Indian Jackie Chan. Something which has a pull factor. So we called Rajinikanth Indian Jackie Chan, promoted him across Japan. Jackie Chan was already popular, very popular. He had become international. So Rajinikanth, our superstar, was called Indian Jackie Chan. And the 5th thing that we did, we took Miss Meena, the actress of the film, heroine, on a surprise visit to Japan. Immediately after the first show, in one of the big theaters, she made a surprise appearance on stage. And she had written 2 sentences in Japanese. What this meant, translated, I love Japan, I love all of you Japanese, just see my film 3 times. She said this in Japanese, and that's what the Japanese did. They saw this film 3 times. Every one of them. This is the reason for success of Dancing Maharaja or Muthu. This is what made Mr. Rajinikanth the big superstar. I'm just going to close my talk with a clip from Japan. This is a group of people in Japan singing the song from Muthu and dancing this song. Thank you. Wonderful, isn't it? Japanese. Now, very quickly, I have 50 seconds. Japanese did not just enjoy our movies. They started wearing salwar kameez. Years following Muthu, their dress habits became pro-Indian. They started enjoying masala dosa. I'm not joking. This is a fact. North Indian restaurants which were serving only parathas and naans started serving masala dosa. Third thing which happened, Bollywood dance schools sprung up all over Japan. People wanted to learn the film type of dancing, and this had a spillover on classical dance. This is the social impact of Muthu, social impact of a film. Film is a socio-cultural communication tool. It has a huge impact if it is successful. Thank you very much.